Howdy do again, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are, the Bobbsey twins, ready for another round of celebrity golf. Slam and Sam here at the beautiful Lakeside Golf Club in North Hollywood is going to play one of your favorite motion picture and television personalities, ladies and gentlemen, and one who probably could be one of the hottest amateurs in the country today, wouldn't you say, Sam?
Well, up to now, on paper, he's the best I've played.
We won't keep you in suspense, ladies and gentlemen. It is Mr. Bob Sterling. Bob, welcome to Celebrity Golf. I know you fellas are acquaintances, been good friends at one time.
We go back a few years, don't we, Sam? Well, just a couple.
Couple years. You teamed up in the Ryder matches, didn't you?
That's right. They had a little pro celebrity event before the Ryder matches, and Sam and I were partners, and we won. So I had a pretty fair partner going for it. Well, when the chips were down, he was there.
Was it 2 years ago you won the entertainment golf tournament, didn't you?
That's right. I won it in a playoff with our old friend Johnny Weissmuller.
Johnny Weissmuller, that's right. But Bob, business-wise, I understand you've recently completed a pilot for a new television series.
That's right, and they're very high on it.
Wonderful.
And we hope to get it off the ground very soon.
Well, I know we'll all be looking for it. Everyone enjoyed the Topper series so very much. Well, now to get back to this business here at Sam. By the way, have you got a handicap? Are you scratched now? Where are you?
One.
Can hardly get closer to scratch than that.
Well, that'd be a plenty, too, believe me.
And on this course, it falls on this 9, too, Sam. You'll have to give him a shot.
You can do it, Sam. Fair
I can do it, but I don't want to. Well, Bob, you know, if you beat Sam, it's good for $1,000 for your charity. I have a hunch we're going to have to pay off on some of these pars and birdies. The pars pay $250, Bob, and the birdies $500. And should either you or Sam knock in a hole in one, it's worth $10,000.
Holy Muggle. I've been trying that for 7 years now, Bob.
Well, maybe that little sixth hole over here, that's that shorty.
That's a cutie.
It could happen there with either one of these fellas. Have you picked a charity to play for, by the way, Bob?
Yes, I'd like to play for Share.
Share
is very active in Share Incorporated. It's a charity for exceptional children.
Yes, there couldn't be a better cause, and we'll certainly be looking forward to you making a lot of loot for them.
Thank you.
See if you can beat old Tuffy here today, will you?
Sam, that'll go, everybody.
Right. Okay, we'll get the match underway in just a moment. Bob Sterling, our guest, having drawn the honors, ready to tee off, so let's go. Here's a good shot of the hole. It's straight away. There's trouble. There's a swale between the tee and the green there that you have to get over. Bob hits a good drive, but it's staying too straight to the right, and he's down the hill in the rough. Went over the side. It's a question of what kind of a lie Bob will have down there. Sam stayed to the right also. Both drives went to the right. Sterling, 250 yards. Sam Snead, 265 yards. Bob's lie, as far as the rough is concerned, isn't too bad. That little tree might bother him, and as you can see, that little trap just short of the green up there, that is always a threat. Bob has his 9-iron for the shot. He hits it well. He'll be on the green. And he takes a deep breath of relief there. He's about 16 feet from the pin. Now, Sam found a very tough lie. He's in a thick patch of grass. His ball is slightly embedded. It's a hanging lie. It'll be a tough shot to play. It's his 9-iron. No, the lie made him pull. He couldn't control it. He's in the trap to the left of the green. Snead is in the trap off the green. Bob is on about 16 feet from the pin. Now you'll see the master at work here with the sand wedge. Sam is known for his sand shots. You see him go through with that. Look at this. Look at this. He's a little past, but it was a beautiful shot. Bob's putt is fairly straight. These greens at Lakeside are very true. If you can read them, you should be able... Oh, that's slippery. He went past. In the early early morning, it's difficult to judge the greens. There'll be a little water on the surface, a little dew. Bob marks his ball to give Sam a chance to line his putt up. Sam is lying 3. Good putt, right into the back of it. Sam gets his 4. Now the burden is on Bob. The pressure increases here a little bit as he lines this one up. It looks like he can play this one inside. Not much break to worry about here. Good putt for a 4, and the hole is halved. Now this second hole, as you can see, is very narrow at the right. That's all out of bounds. The big tall tree down there in that fairway is always a challenge. It makes the fairway very narrow. It's a good drive. Bob is just right center of fairway, about 250 out. Now let's see what Sam does here. That's a good one right down the middle, about 260 or better. Bob is only about 10 yards behind Sam's 260-yard drive. Bob just a little bit away using his 8-iron for this approach. It's wide open to the green. It pays off. He's on. He's going to be about 40 feet, I should say. Look at that ball back up, would you? You can see how the green pitches down there. Sam also has his 8-iron for the approach. It's a good shot, a good shot. But they stop quickly. He's about 33 feet or so from the pin. Bob will be facing a tricky putt here. There's a roll. Oh, too firm. He's 6, 7 feet past. This gives Sam a chance here. Going to be closer. He stopped short about a foot. Sam elects to tap in. Gets his 4. Oh, now again, the pressure is on Bob here with this putt. Good 7 feet, I would say. It's downhill, breaks a little bit to his right. There's a putt for you. The hole is halved and the match is still even. Bob Sterling lost the 3rd hole, carding a par 4 to Sam's birdie 3. Then at the short 4th hole, which is a 295-yard par 4, both men carded 4s, pars, and Sam retains his lead after 4 holes, 1 up. The 5th is a 395-yard par 4, dogleg slightly to the left, just at those last trees you see at the left. Sam will favor the right with his drive. He does, knocks one out there about 250 yards. It's well placed. Bob's putting certainly has been holding up well for him here. He's a little to the left, but it's a long drive, very close to Sam's. He'll be in good position. Bob's drive 245 yards at the left fairway. Sam favors the right, hits about 250 yards. Bob has his 6-iron. He's got a straightaway shot at the green. There's a swale that breaks at the fairway short of the green. Makes the distance a little deceiving for the unpracticed eye. But Bob is an experienced competitor. He hits a good shot. He's on the green and stops well about 14 feet from the pin. Good 6-iron shot. Sam also playing a 6-iron. And he will be on. This is going to be a little to the left. And he's about 24 feet from the pin. This ball will break a little bit to Sam's right. He's coming in. Oh, it looked like a sure one. Just the last inch and a half broke to miss, right on the edge. It's a tap in for a par 4. Almost a birdie there. Bob gets a stroke on this hole. There's a good chance he's still trying for the birdie for his charity. And he's going to be... slippery. It went by. A little downhill there. Now again, Bob is going to have to recover with this putt. It's still a tricky putt. There's still a break at the hole. And he has his shadow to contend with. That is bothersome sometimes. Another good putt, and with the stroke, wins the hole. The match is even again. Now, this 6th is a honey of a little par 3, lots of trap trouble, but it's very short. It's only about 90 yards, and that $10,000 hole-in-one could happen here, especially with players like these. Bob is using his wedge for this little hole. Oh, it's a little too big. It's a little too big. He made that trap at the back of the green. Sam now, with an admiring gallery surrounding him, has his wedge. He has a chance here now. Bob's shot was just a little too long. This is going to be fairly close. He stops too quick. He's about 11 feet away. Now, he has to get this up, and the green rolls downhill from him. He has his sand wedge. Notice how it played that close in. He's rolling, but not quite enough. It stopped about 7 feet or so, maybe a little better than that, short of the pin. Sam is coming in. No, it didn't quite break in time. He's less than a foot away, I would say. And elects to tap it in for a par 3. Here is Bob again with a challenge. He's still putting downhill. Darren putted too firmly. Unless he hits it right into the back of the cup, she'll keep on going. Oh, he sunk another one, and half this hole, the match is still even. At the 7th hole, a 385-yard par 4, Sam knocked in a birdie to win the hole from Bob and go 1 up. Then on the 8th hole, Bob got into a little trouble and took a bogey 5 to Sam's par to lose his match there to Sam, and goes into the 9th hole looking for another par or birdie for his charity. Bob is staying close to Sam with his drive. He is 240, Sam 250. Bob with a 6-iron for the approach. As you can see, he's in good position. It's on the green, but he'll have quite a long putt. Yes, 37 feet or so. Sam also with a 6-iron. Their drives are almost parallel. Sam's shot is To the right. Both are on the green, looking at long putts. Sam is about 42 feet from the pin. Bob is about 32 feet. Sam's got a big one here. It's coming up. It's a beautiful putt. Oh, less than a foot, I would say. And again, he follows his putt with a tap in for a par 4. Bob has been rather expensive on us today for his charity. If he can knock this birdie in, it'll cost us. He's trying for... Oh, no. He left himself a long one, and now the challenge is on him to get that par. I believe he's had 7 pars out of the 9 holes up to here. $250 each. That adds up to quite a sum. Now he's going to try to make another one. Good. He makes it. Loses the match, but he's earned some money. Here they come. Bob, it was a great match. It wasn't your day to beat Sam.
Well, I came to play, and I played the master. He's the
Well, I want to tell you, 8 pars out of the 9 holes, and Bob, I think everyone realizes that there were several putts there that could have treated you a little more kindly.
Yes, Harry, they could have.
Wait, did you put one of these things on him or something?
I tell you, I was holding my breath.
But the folks over at Share are going to be real happy with you, Bob. Those 8 pars are going to be worth $2,000 to them, and there they are.
The gals will be very, very pleased, and on behalf of them, I'd like to thank you.
Well, on behalf of everyone, we want to thank you for being here. Would you like to take some suggestions from Bob today, or the two of you give just a few suggestions?
What could I fill you in on?
Well, I asked Bob if he had anything he'd like to work on. He said he was having a little trouble with his 2-iron, 3-iron, trying to get him up in the air.
Right.
I thought we might work on that.
Those long irons are tricky.
I know a lot of
Folks will
people have the
appreciate it.
same trouble.
Well, get your sticks, Bob, and go along with Pappy here, and he'll give you a little woodshedding.
Thank you.
I'm going to
Junior.
want you to.
Okay.
Here is a lesson for you folks to watch. Those long irons can be very tough, and these fellas both can show you what to do with them.
Well, folks, this is a short lesson on getting the 2- and 3-iron off the ground. In other words, getting the ball in the air a little faster. Bob, you say you're having a little difficult getting your ball in the air?
Getting it up, yeah. I hit it fairly straight with the 2 and 3, Sam, but I can't seem to get the elevation that I want.
Well, first, I'd have to see you hit a shot in order to see what the trouble is.
Right. Pretty low, wasn't it?
That was very low. Now, your backswing was very low. Going away from the ball, you kept the club back very low, and then coming through, it was very low.
I see. He closes the face, in other words, huh?
Well, in other words, you didn't have any loft on your club, and you're catching the ball about center.
I see.
Now, if you would turn on the ball and your club comes up a little more abrupt than you do with your wood club, and have a little more cock the wrist, that will put more loft on the club at the bottom. In other words, it'll give you a sharper arc at the bottom.
I see.
It helps the ball a little bit. Now, turn on the ball just a little faster, right at it,
Right.
and a little more cock the wrist, and hit down through the ball a little more.
Okay.
You never hit one better in your life. Huh? Huh?
It got up beautifully.
Isn't that right?
Beautifully. Well, that's a good one.
That was beautiful. I don't think I can duplicate that one. You play the ball between the center of the foot and the heel. Turning right on the ball, striking it down.
beautiful shot.
That almost went through the same hole, Bob.
Yep.
Well, folks, if you're having trouble getting the ball off the ground, make certain that you turn on the ball a little more cock to the wrist and let the club do the rest. Well, that's it for today. We'll see you next week.